How's it going, everyone? Shifty here, and I'm back with another Destiny 2 video. I'm nearing the end of the exotic scout rifles in my PvP exotic review series. I previously covered the exotic pulse rifles and auto rifles. All that's left for the scouts is the Mida multi-tool and the Skyburner's Oath. In this video, I will be covering the Mida multi-tool. Believe it or not, Mida used to be a meta weapon in year 1 of Destiny 2, when time to kill was high across the board and everyone was forced to use primaries all of the time. Now I've got to be honest with you, Mida struggled quite a bit when I was using it. If enemies are near any sort of cover, it's easy for them to get away after the third crit, making it so you're unable to secure the kill. You'll see this in the highlights segment of the video at the end. Alright, before I get into the review, if you enjoy the video or find it useful, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, check me out on Twitter, the link will be in the description down below. Moving on to the review, I think of the exotic scout rifles I've reviewed so far, Mida may be the worst. It was extremely frustrating to hit 3 crits as fast as I could, and enemies would consistently be able to escape. There is a reason for this, which you'll see when we get into the numbers a bit later, but let's go over the perks on Mida multi-tool first. The first perk is corkscrew rifling for a small boost to range, stability, and handling. Then it's got high caliber rounds to flinch your opponents and boost its range. Then the first unique perk, mini radar, which makes it so the radar stays active while aiming down sights. Next is handlaid stock for an increase to stability. And lastly, the main exotic perk Mida multi-tool, which boosts this weapon's movement speed. As for the perks, there isn't anything too impressive going on here. The movement speed with Mida is nice, and theoretically high caliber rounds should be good. Well, let's take a look at the numbers to see how this weapon should perform. The damage profile for Mida is 54 per crit and 31 to the body, which gives this weapon an optimal time to kill of 0.9 seconds with 3 crits and 1 body shot. And it has an all body shot time to kill of 1.8 seconds with 7 body shots. Already you can see that this weapon has a terribly slow optimal time to kill compared to most other weapons out there. As for stats, Mida does excel in a variety of areas with 82 reload speed, 86 handling, and 100 aim assist. All of those are the highest among the exotic scout rifles. Its range is middle of the road at 50, making it better than both Symmetry and Skyburner's Oath, but quite a bit worse than Jade Rabbit and Polaris Lance. It's got an average stability like most scout rifles, and its mag size is fairly decent at 16. The perk offerings on Mida aren't great, but they aren't bad either. With the combination of the slow optimal time to kill and body shot time to kill, no wonder enemies can consistently get away from the Mida multi-tool. Alright, let's talk about what I like about this weapon. When you're on a map with open, long lanes, then this weapon can hold its own fairly well. When people try to duel you within those lanes without any cover, they experience damage fall off and you're able to maintain your 0.9 second time to kill. I know I have highlights from a Bannerfall match where I get 23 kills with Mida alone, and that's really good honestly, so there is potential here. And when people expose themselves for too long, the Mida can punish them pretty easily. I also like the perk that keeps the radar active as well as the movement speed boost. It makes the weapon feel good to use because you can remain aware of your surroundings and you have decent mobility for a scout rifle. The overall handling on the weapon is superb. Things that I don't like about this weapon, as I've already mentioned, unless enemies are completely out in the open at a decent range, you won't be getting many kills. Many of my kills were opponents who were completely exposed, they were already weak, or they were bad at disengaging when needed. Also, when you've got autos and hand cannons that are killing much faster in short to mid-range engagements, Mida stands no chance with its slow time to kill, so this weapon is only viable on maps with decent sightlines. Compared to the Jade Rabbit or Polaris Lance, this weapon isn't nearly as great at countering snipers. When you look at all of my dislikes for this weapon, I think it's safe to say my recommendation is to find another weapon. It's not good in engagements any closer than mid-range, it's not great at counter-sniping, and it fails to secure kills in the ideal range when there is plenty of cover, and on most maps there is. Overall, I can't really recommend Mida for casual playlists, and especially not for competitive. If you want a long-range weapon that isn't a sniper rifle, then go for Polaris Lance or Jade Rabbit. Even if you want something different, there are better options. Give Symmetry a try. I had a much better experience using that weapon than I did with the Mida multi-tool. While their optimal time to kills are about the same, Symmetry has a much better body shot time to kill, which makes it a more forgiving weapon to use. Anyway, that's it for my PvP review of the Mida multi-tool. Stick around for some highlights using this weapon. I actually did have several decent games using it, it's just extremely frustrating sometimes. And I'd rather have fun than be frustrated. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and to follow me on Twitter to keep up to date with my channel. I just want to thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Enemy claimed zone preparations to attack.